So 730, that's my problem. I'm going to write it about right here. Okay? So 730 divided by 32. Now that gives me room to guess and check, right? And it also gives me room to check. So let's guess and check all the way over here. And it also gives me room for multiples, okay? So as I estimate this problem, I'm going to round 32 to what?
30.
30. And I think I'm going to pull sticks this morning so we can make sure everyone's trying to figure out the answer. Okay, so now I will skip count by, before I skip count, I have to decide, am I going all the way to 730? I sure do not. Okay, so what will we do here? We know 7 isn't big enough. Is 73?
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to chunk it right here with my pretty pink. Good morning. And I'm going to skip count past 73. So which number, Eduardo, do you think we're going to use here?
30.
Or the 60?
Oh, yeah.
The 60? Okay, so we're going to use the 60, and we'll try a 2. Now, where are we going to write our guess and check? All the way over to the side, okay? So what do I take times 2, Brandon? The divisor, right? So 32 times 2. We could have done that in our heads. What about, you think 64 is going to work? Okay. So Ashlyn, what do I write on my doghouse? The 2. Where do I write it? Above the 3. Very good. And what number do I write below, George? Below the 73, what do I write?
Oh. 64.
Good. Now it looks like I've got regrouping when I subtract. So be careful. 13 minus 4. Okay. Now this is supposed to trick you. Okay? They want you to write a 3 and a 90 because we skip counted over here and they want you to get confused.
Guess and check.
We still have to guess and check. So are we trying a 3?
No. Yes.
And some kids want to know if a 3 is going to work. So
No.
you're right, it's not, but let's take a look at it.
It'll be 96 or something.
Is 96 too large?
Yes.
Okay, so we already know it's a 2. And we already know this is 64. And we have regrouping again. Is 26 less than 32?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's take the highlighter. And we have to highlight in our triangle today, don't we?
Yes.
Okay. And I want to label this problem when we check. We'll show Mrs. Lowry how smart we are. So what do I write down, Christopher, for my problem?
32.
You're right.
32 times 22.
Okay, and that's turtle head multiplication, isn't it? So you'll have 2 partial products. What's 32 called, boys and girls? Thanks, Brandon. What's 22 called, boys and girls? Quotient. Good. Okay, go ahead and do your multiplication. Don't forget X's and O's. Okay, and my answer is, what is my answer? 22, remainder 26. Now, Do you remember that I said this is not 64 ones, it's 64 tens, which would be 640, which matches this partial product. And this is 64 ones, which matches this partial product. So it's really cool how our partial products match up, isn't it? Okay, now I don't know about you, but I went right into where I need to do the next problem. So we're just going to do C, but we're just going to keep going, and we might have to use the back of the paper, okay? So let's just keep going to do C. And some of you probably wrote smaller than me, but no, I didn't. So C is
940 divided by 28.
940 divided by 28. And let's go ahead and round the divisor. 30. Did we just use 30s?
Yeah.
So we probably don't have to skip count again unless we need to go higher. So take a look. Is 9 too small? I can't divide, can I?
Nope.
What about 94?
Yeah.
Yes. And we actually already have the math done. That's why I like the guess and check. And I don't want to scribble it out or erase it because I already know that it's going to work. Because 30 and 32 and 28 are pretty close together, aren't they? So all I have to do, whoops, I'm on pink. All I have to do is change my divisor and take it times 3. What do you think?
Oh, wait.
Oh, I forgot this. Okay, let's take a look at it now. So I'm going to try a 3. Actually, I did try a 3. And it's 84. Are you ahead of me now? What did I get? Is 10 less than 28?
Yes.
So bring down my 0. Okay, what do you think about a 4? It'll be a little bit over. We could try it.
4 will be over.
Yeah,
I already did it.
you already did it. Okay. So 4 is too large, so we'll write a 3 again. This is very similar to the last problem. How did I know it was 84? Because that's what we just used. So this regrouping, I can just think in my mind 100 minus 84. Or I could go ahead and I could do my crossing off. This is a 9 and this is a 10. 10 minus 4 is? So 16 is my remainder. Is that less than 28? Okay, go ahead and highlight. Yes?
Our answer without the remainder was 10 more, and our remainder was 10 less.
Oh, you're really thinking about numbers right now, aren't you? Okay, so my multiplication problem, tell me what it's going to be, Aisley. 28 times 33. What's 28 called, boys and girls? And 33, good. Okay, do your multiplication. I bet we're going to get 84 and 840. How many of you think that's what it's going to be? Okay, let's check it, because we could have made a mistake somewhere. And we could have forgot our zeros. What's left to do here?
Oh, add your remainder. That's what I'm doing. I was like, wait, I didn't.
Now see, that plus sign kind of messes me up too. Once I add in my multiplication problem, I think I'm done. But I still have to add the remainder. Did we start with 940?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to have to clear my page out because I'm out of room. Now, a lot of times we don't get to the back, But here's what I'm thinking. Can't you just turn your whole packet over and write your next 2 problems on the very back if you're out of room? Okay, if you have room, that's fine. I'm obviously out of room. So are we ready for D?
Yep.
Okay.
Answer.
It's too late. It's too late. I already cleared my page. So D, take a look at it. 553 divided by 23. Okay, so what will I round 23 to? 20. And I'll skip count by 20s. How far will I have to go? What do you think? To 60?
Yeah.
So where should I chunk this number? To the 55. Are you getting the hang of this? Okay. So 2, 4, 6.
8.
That's far enough for now.
I got it. I just don't want
You just go one more just in case.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so what am I going to try?
The 60.
The 60, the 3, right? Okay, Valerie, what do I take times 3? Not the 20, that's just our estimate. This is just here to help us find the 3. What do I take times 3? 23. So all the way over, 23 times 3, this is our guess and check. Guess what? Yesterday during LEAP, kids were working on lesson 22, and you know what they were forgetting? Guess and check. No, don't say that, because that screen on LEAP doesn't look anything like what we do, does it? So here's what I want you to do. When you see the original problem, write it down. Then you estimate and skip count. Then you start doing the problem with guess and check. It's got to be from the beginning how we do it with the 3 columns. That's my advice to you, okay? Will this work?
Nope.
Uh-oh. So what do we try?
A 2.
A 2. So 23 times 2. Will that work?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to write a 2. And Jasmine, what do I write below the 55? 46. Good. Is this regrouping? Yes, it is. 5 is less than 6, so I have to regroup. Go get my coffee. I asked the wrong person, didn't I?
Yes.
He's probably going to go switch it out with water. Okay. 9, is it less than 23?
Yes.
So bring down my 3. Now, can I use the 3 now?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. 69? You think that's close enough? Or should we, do you want to try?
80. Let's try 4.
Let's try 4. Okay, so 23 times 4, just to be on the safe side. Uh-oh.
That's close.
Is that going to work?
Yeah.
Taylor, thanks for saying try 4. So the 4 and the 92 make it easier, don't they?
You're just going to get remainder 1.
Remainder 1.
23.
So 23 times 20 what?
3.
Uh-uh. We tried a 4.
Oh, yeah, we did. I still had 3 and 5.
So 23, what's that called?
The
Divisor. 24 quotient. All right, let's see what the partial products are this time. It's going to be different.
It'll be 92 and 460.
Okay, let's see.
Yes,
Don't forget X's and O's, boys and girls.
I just wish I did 23 instead of the 26.
That's okay. Brandon, I want to just point out that you can switch those around when you multiply, but the only problem is you won't get the partial products that are in this division problem. Okay? It's still going to give you 552 for an answer, isn't it? Yeah. So here's what Brandon did. I just want to point this out. He accidentally did quotient on top of divisor. That's okay. You can switch them around when you multiply, can't you? Yeah. But see, look at this. He's not going to get the 92. He's going to get 72. But he'll still get the same answer. It's just that these two are not going to match. Okay, one more problem and then you're going to work with a partner. So 704, use the very back of your paper if you're out of space, divided by 46.
Since I used the back of my paper, I'm just going to
Okay. Yeah, I know. And there's no point in me doing small handwriting because then you wouldn't be able to see it. So Tanya, what should I round this divisor to? I think so. So skip counting by fives to how far? Past 50, right? Maybe to 100? So what are we going to try, boys and girls? A 1. Now here's what I want to say. Does anybody need to write down the guess and check for 46 times 1? No. We can do that in our heads. Why did I write a multiplication sign there? It's supposed to be subtraction. Okay. Regrouping. Shh. Did you get 24 when you subtracted? Okay. Is that less than 46?
Yes.
Okay, bring down your 4. Now this changes things, doesn't it?
Yep.
I have to skip count a little farther. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then add your zeros. Okay, now just let people process and get their skip counting done. So here's what I'm thinking. Raise your hand if you're still skip counting. Okay, go quickly. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I rounded the 46 up to 50, so I'm wondering if 4 isn't big enough. I wonder if I should try a 5.
Yes.
What do you think?
Try a 5.
Okay, so over here, 46 times 5. Does it work?
Yep.
Perfect. Well, not perfect. Is there regrouping here, Xavier, when I subtract? Good. So 14, is that less than 46?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what my multiplication problem needs to be, Jocelyn.
46 times 15.
Good. So 46 is called the
Divisor.
15 is called good. Okay, those are larger partial products. The first partial product is larger today, isn't it, on this one? Does it still match up? 230 matches 230. 460 matches 46 tens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the only thing I have left is add your remainder. And did we start with, what did I do wrong? I multiplied. This is supposed to be addition, Mrs. Lewis. It's supposed to be a 6. Did I just help myself find an error that I made? I did. So checking is pretty awesome, isn't it? I know. I accidentally multiplied 2 times 4 instead of 2 plus 4. Okay, so how do you feel about it? Fist to 5. Be honest.
100.
Okay, what you're going to do now